Hey, ladies. Oh, no, y'all must. Come on, it's not happening. I really just gotta make time to go get these glasses or just stop playing and just eat really, really well so that I could, have some good eyesight and I won't be needing no dang glasses. And that's what I'm about to do. So I've been eating a lot of the name foods, but I mean them in the village, so it's been nice, but still no. If it's not the village food, it doesn't matter if I eat it in the village. Because if I eat French fries, it's still French fries. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no, nobody gonna call my French fries no healthy foods. It's not. Or pasta or any of those things. So I've been eating a little, indulging just a tad bit too much, but we getting better, okay? We getting better. Like I was thinking, not just better with our diets, better with our businesses, better with our relationships, better with our finances, better with our lives, better with our truths, better with our desires. Better. We getting better, and I'm growing up. We out of Leo time, and we are now in Virgo time. And Virgo really not playing. She's dotting all them T's. She's dotting all those I's and crossing all of those T's, okay? And it's a great time for us to do the same. So we are going into our next intensive. Today was the last day of our Intuition 1. OMG. My intuition got me clear. That's if I could say what I got out of this 21-day courses that I teach, because I'm part of it as well, I got so much clarity on so many things. And some of the things, and I talked about on the other channel, Afrocentric Home Design. The one thing I got really clear about y'all is, I kept saying, should I let go of the apartment and get this other place? So I had this either or thing going. Should I move up to the mountains and let the city apartment go, or should I somehow? And everything was pointing to just keep both, because you already paid for the whole year for this apartment. So you don't really have to think about it for at least 8 to 9 months from now. So don't trip, but I didn't really get it that clearly. Now I got it better, so I can say it to you better, but I didn't get it that good then. And my group, my wonderful 21-day intensives, actually really is a group. And, the lady, especially one of my sisters, Felicia, was like, you know what, Queen, you could have them both. You could have them both. I see you with both. She would say it in her way, but it was clear. And I wasn't clear at the time, because I already had it, and that was an addition. I got real clear that I'm going to keep it for at least the time that I paid for it. I don't want the money back, because I do enjoy coming back to it. Because at this time, we're staying in the hotels or motels, or the hotels rather, or the guest houses, as they're often referred to here. So, you can't really sit with your beauty. You can't prepare your own foods, really. You can't eat as the way you would want to, you know what I'm saying? Especially in a place that's everything is so natural. So the cassava you just picked, the maize and or corn you just picked, the contumely, and everything's only in season. And then you got people making things very simply, like the open fire, and put the pot right on it, and make some delicious pot meals. It's a energy, it's a health, it's a natural kind of, it's not kind, it's a natural vibration. It just puts you in sync with all things that have that same natural, positive, uplifting vibration. It's very healing, very much medicine. Being in the forest, like being with medicine or plants. You are, not life, all day. So that's a lot of energy, and it's a lot of very high energy. So grown woman stuff is, I'm trying to be out there, but I also know that coming home is coming back here. I can share the apartment with others, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can, when I'm not here, someone else can be there. Somehow, trust or somebody that I know is wanting to have an adventure too, as an older woman, wanting to do something or try something, or, testing getting her feet wet, you know what I'm saying? Testing the waters on maybe a new lifestyle change. And somebody wants that authentic feel. That's me. Like, I'm talking about my problem, but I'm also talking about my retreat too. I'm not even really talking about anybody. I'm talking about, that's a vibe that I look for, and at this age, if I was to explore options, definitely come to the country, visit it, see for yourself, and see what it is for you, gets to buy. But have that experience, like live there. Yeah, I loved when I rented an apartment. That was the smartest thing that I did. That's the first thing I did when I was in the DR. I rented a house. I said what I wanted, and that's what I did. And it was wonderful because you need to know you're gonna live in a place that everyday experiences, and that's the one way to know it. So I absolutely, positively loved it. Now the place I rented was the location was amazing. I was steps away from the beach, but the apartment itself was old. It was furnished, so it was dingy and not really uplifting. But mine is nice decor. It's very Afrocentric and very beautiful. And I think I love coming home to that as well. I'm creating the bamboo house, the tinier house first, because I know the other house, the bigger house, is going to take longer. But I want to enjoy being up there and also not paying for hotels, motels. I consider it I've never stayed in a hotel, but a hotel or a guest house. It is they're small, so the guest houses. I don't want to pay all that money. Right? I don't have it, first of all, and that's number one, and it could go on other stuff. So I don't want to do that. So that's like just finding home. But so when I'm there, I'm still not home. Like I don't have it all set up, or I'm doing my mask, or I'm watching my water intake, or more importantly, I'm not cooking for myself. And so sometimes the stews, we have the white rice and all that other stuff, pastas, and ndome, which is noodles, but they're and so I eat that. But what helps, I think, is the walking and exercise. Anyway, it's beautiful, but I want to be in control of my diet, especially as you get older. As I get older, I know how important it is, and I know kind of what eat I am. So I kind of how I like to eat, and I love the Ghanaian food, but I feel like I just want to just clean it up a bit. So the stews, instead of using the paste, which I gotta look and see, it might have sugar in it, I'm not sure, but a lot of stuff does, or preservative for sure it has. We just use the actual tomatoes when they season and make a wonderful sauce. So I want to do those kind of things. Like I love the beans, don't have to have so much, and something you can do. There's actually things that's simple, but it's a simpleness the way I like it, and I had it when I was in the bush. When we was in the bush, it's a nice experience. You join the group, you could actually see the video. I was a farmer we met, and we got to be in the bush, and we caught certain pot, and delicious, simple meal, and everything grew right there, so everything was fresh. And I came back with that vibe, like, I want to have the stew, but I want to use the tomatoes, I don't want to use the paste, the food itself is delicious, and the food itself is very nourishing and very healthy. Sometimes in the way it's prepared and then repeatedly eaten, that it becomes much more unhealthy. And then the idea of the white rice is rampant here, and it's coming from another country, so that. And it's not what they got. Right behind where we are, it's like a rice farm. Like we could grow rice back there and have the local rice is delicious, it's nutritious, it's locally grown, and it's by export, rice growers. So I mean, I'm not against the cooked food. But I know that I think for me, I need a certain amount. But I also, I'm not saying no, but it has to be organic. Basically, I have to grow it, place it myself, or know the farmers that do. And it has to be eaten down in there and cooked right there as picked. I've never really had that experience, and this is a chance to have it, and I know it's a difference. As far as fruit, I can grow all the fruit that I want, and also I can get it there too. But I'm gonna grow a lot of fruit and have my fruit trees, because I definitely need a certain amount of fruit, especially in a tropical country. I need it, and then also I still need to supplement. Maybe not as much now, because I'll be growing on a very fertile land, but I still need to grow medicinal herbs, and like the herb with Nana and Katia, the herbalist here, like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take my brother's offer. He wants to teach me all about the herbs, all the remedies, the meanings for them, the medicinal purposes, and also allow me to grow my own multivitamins so that I will never run out of them. So, hey, I'm excited. So yeah, I'm moving in that direction. I also like sunshine. I'm gonna be doing these retreats. Our retreats. Again, if you talk about the Volta region, you're talking about walking, you're talking about sunshine, you're talking about fresh air, you're talking about greenery. So it's going to be making sure you have to be in very, you're going to get in good shape. If you're not, don't worry, because you will be. Because it's a loving, we walk together, it's a thing you can do. It's beautiful, it's a wonderful environment, and it's definitely about being healthy and your skin glowing naturally, and the water, the well water. If you, maybe some of you grew up in the South, you got to wash with well water or had the experience of even drinking well water or washing clothes. I've never ever to see that the water's in the ground, underneath the, there's water, and that it could, it's, to me, it's still like, oh, I love the Most High, I love the Most High. So it's fun. So we're doing, but I'm doing some things a little different. Another grown woman move. I call it a grown woman move. Let me tell you what my grown woman move. So y'all, instead of me selling my products on an individual level, like one bunch of or one a half pound, let's say, of the black soap or the Volta Region salt, any of those things, I'm only doing bulk shipments in bulk because of the, I'm not, I'm here, I'm really far away, and I'm over here, there, and it's just a lot easier. It's a lot easier to have somebody to send the stuff out in that way. It's a lot easier to get it quickly and receive it. It's just what Ghana does, and it works. So there's going to be items I'm going to be either just not selling it off for right now, just because I want to give you the best, and I won't be able to if I'm shipping to you too late. You're going to be mad, and you should be. So I don't want that. And I keep saying that, so I'm announcing it to say I'm going to close some things. But so a lot of those things will still be there, but but it's bulk items, not wholesale, but bulk, but still at a great price. And it's something you and I will both be happy with. So if you ever start, don't you want, if you're already making clay products, but you ain't never had no African clay, get in touch with me. Or Volta Region salt from Africa, get in touch with me. If you want any of those bulk items, but even like coconut cups, or even bulk kente, or this what they call kente print, so you can make your own curries, your own stuff. Get in touch. Any sponges you want to sell in your boutiques, or so it says that we're gonna have a minimum of I think 15, so bulk only. Minimum of 15 and a good price for it. So if you ever thought about starting your own little business, or if you want items from Africa, I can get those. Because I won't be able to do that little by little. I won't be able to do it. So not at this time. And I want to be able to be right and do right and still support myself as well. So that's the best way. So I just wanted to share that, and I'm happy about it. I like it. It's a good move. The other thing, and it's on the website, and it's only that amount that we sell, so it's real simple. If you go on more than that, get two. You'll see. It'll work for you. So just other little things, y'all, but I just wanted to kind of let you know that I'm taking a leap, y'all. It's not even a leap of faith, it's what's already happening. So again, yes, I definitely will rent my space when I'm not here, because I got a lovely community that's been with me for years, women that I feel like I know very well, took classes, and so some of you have inquired about the space, and yeah, let's do it. And when I'm not here, I would love for someone else to enjoy it. This is where you are right now, in my so-called city apartment. I'm just, y'all, it's not that I'm here for the boss moves. I'm 55, and I told my class, like, something snapped. There was a mental, physical, spiritual, and beyond, a metaphysical, like, shift or change or realization, reality that has come upon me. And the energy speaks of true freedom, truth and simplicity. Definitely do it now, but also it took me into my real, I feel like, seasoned woman or woman. Like a real, like, I'm not a little girl, I'm a grown woman, and I've had experiences, and I want to actually have more, first of all. But I want to be able to share and to enlighten and to help and really step into. So the things that's on my website that I will have is my classes, my coaching, my Thursday Lives, which is like a Patreon, it's behind the scenes of all the stuff that's about to happen, and every day is, or every time we go up there, is happening on the land, just all those kind of behind the scenes or a little deeper, or stuff that I don't feel like I can share with the direct public, Yeah, so we got some options. I love talking to you. I love sharing with you. I love going through my own thing. I love going through the path of what I need. And to be able to do it in front of y'all, I thank y'all. Like, I love it. So we're just going to continue that. That's what we do up in here. We just be real, okay? But for all my ladies, plus our grown ladies, like, it ain't over. Like, I wanted to use my mind, my wisdom, my words, my experiences, my knowledge. That's how I want to bring in my income like I'm doing now. And those are the ways that it can be done through my courses, my classes, my lives. I also want to be able to not be so attached and learn how to share spaces in still a profitable way for everyone. Really, it just works for everyone. Being able to know I'm here, I want this, I want that. Sometimes we want something, but we're not, I know me, I ain't never even thought about bending. We ain't not willing to bend or understand it already. And in that stubbornness, we lose out. If I know we're going for a month and I know a sister that I, feel, connected to, and she wants her to have an experience and tells me I'm trying it out, like thinking about living abroad, I get it. Yeah, I want you to have that. A grown woman, yeah, I want you to have that. So yeah, okay, and this is how much, and this, okay, are we good? Let's do it. Let me go over here, then I can invest that money into another piece of property, or I can invest it into building of the house, or and I say the bamboo house for me. We're in Virgo time, so I'm getting lists. So you're gonna have a lot of lists in the Virgo time for me. Also, just dreams, talking about what I want, but also being concrete about them and making them happen too. You know what I'm saying? Not just talking. Virgo energy. Yeah, next intensive is on the website. It's $77. It's going to be about the astrology, and the stars and the planets, and especially we're going to deal with your planet of Venus and what astrological sign is your Venus in, your relationships, how partner. So these will help you with your choosing the right business partner or not, depending. Don't how you be acting in all your relationships, and how maybe you could check it out and see and why and curve it or understand it or use more of it. Like, so yeah, we're going into like we came out of intuition, so we got to go into where this intuition is coming from. Where now we talked about it as if it exists. Where is it? Where does it come from? How does it show itself? So we're just taking it to the next level. So you are invited. It starts the first Monday in September. The first Monday in September. So not tomorrow, but the next Monday. It's $77, and you should come. It's gonna be beautiful. It's 21 days every day, and yeah, we have a course description, and we have affirmations, or we call them daily chants, and we have camaraderie, closeness, sisterhood. It's a sisterhood. It really is. It's a black sisterhood, and it's what it is. And we do our thing, okay? So yeah, I'm loving it. So yeah, and this is a new experience for me. I'm very excited about this home decor or home design from a outdoor perspective. I didn't know how much. I guess I needed to get in a warm climate to realize how much I need more outdoor than indoor. Because as an empath, as a person on seeking, if you will, I've always been so indoor, more indoor, even as a entrepreneur doing the work that I do, coaching work. So you don't have to go anywhere. You have to, you know what I'm saying? So with the retreats, that's why I need that. That goddess energy, the power of us together, especially us elders, and as well as I'm definitely considered here. And I mean, hey, it's okay, I accept it. Especially, we need to sit on our thrones and, uh, if you will, disperse our wisdom and our understanding. And especially if it's coming from a beautiful and loving place. And just to big up the nature, how much I could heal and help our girls and to understand themselves from a deeper place. So they'll never have to, they'll know who they are on a bigger scale than even as girl or as this, just know who they are from essence, the true beauty, innocent nature. And us ladies, we want to keep ourselves together. Exercise is so important. Exercise with ourselves, seeing ourselves, talking I want to create bonds and closeness. Hopefully that'll last you forever. It's another system. And I feel like we do, we have to be here for the ones that are younger than us and even the ones that are older. But one of the older ones, listen, every older woman that befriends me, they got more energy than I do. Like, so even just that idea, like the elder is not the same. We're just saying somebody with wisdom. You could be 26 and got some wisdom. So it's not an elder group. It's not like, hey, the old ladies go sit together. We just, it's everybody. It's all the group, in all the groups. Anytime I do all retreats, if you're 18, come. If you're 95, come, if you can do it. When we do the retreats, and I really mean that. It's all of us. It's a community. It's a village. And for me, I think I'm reaching out because I do miss that community, or I do want to be around us again and see how you feel when you come here and what that's like, and exchanging even information that you can't always do here. Just on the real, and that's on both ends. It's global, right? So we gotta start seeing each other and not always relying on this, and I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. So so it's a lot to be that vulnerable, but I'm ready to be that vulnerable. And come see y'all. So so support me. So if you're not doing bulk, the first is everything's going bulk out, but you can get the classes. You're doing a master class with Queen Mother Abby. She is a Queen Mother. She is a master drummer. She is a bad sister, a bad queen. And so we're going to be doing 2 hours. That's going to be held on a Sunday. It's a 2-hour workshop. It's virtual, so you can watch it from anywhere. I'll give you the dates. We're going to interview her this week. We're going to go into her home. My girl took her apartments. She lives in the other building that I live in the same complex. And she drew on the walls, and I'm so happy because I told her she could, and she did, and she has drawn dancers, male and female, painted it, her logo with this woman that's half woman, half drum is her. Oh my God, she got beautiful, simplistic, Afrocentric house. What she did to the simple table, to the lovers on it, she bad, okay? Come to her workshop, you will love it. It will benefit you greatly, okay? And y'all, I got a new living room. I feel like it because I done rearranged. Well, baby, honey, mango, banana, the regular, okay? Thank you. And then for the stew, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes, ladies. So I got a new living room because I done switched it up, and I love this assignment. It's an assignment, and I'm actually loving it. I'm loving these assignments. We cleaned up. I cleaned up one room. I gotta give each room. Manaji cleaned the kitchen. He put his stuff away, and I cleaned the living room, and it's all good. And then he's gonna make the stew. But I told him I need mine without the paste, with the preservative. I'm gonna start now being a good girl and stop abusing the name food, okay? But it's fine. Name food's delicious. And it's, but moderation, everything, let's switch it up because you don't want to clog your pores with all that palm oil. Palm oil in itself is great. I think it's great for the eyesight, all this other stuff. Some people say it's the opposite. So I think too much of anything, we already know, it's not my saying, is not that good, okay? Now, somebody asked about this. They asked about my hair. I thought she was growing locks. I haven't seen her in a while. And then, you need an update. It's true. I was growing locks, right? And I was wearing head wraps. I was growing my locks, Then I got that itchy fingers where I wanted to style it. So then I was like, no, before it locks. It's like, no. And then I took it out and I started doing 2-strand twists and braid outs, then 2 knot outs and twist outs. And that's what I was doing for a minute. And then my hair started growing more and more and more. And I was getting this is a lot of work. And I really do want my locks. And then Manasi, he was been growing his locks, but I was a little ahead of him. What I love about what I did was not combing it so much where it almost locked, but it didn't, was I got that length that I wanted. So now when I wet it and it shrinks, this is a shrinkage. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. This absolutely works for me. So I'm kind of glad because now this locking so easily. So What am I doing differently than I did all the months that it looked like I was locking, and then I started twisting it, which means I wasn't locking? What I'm doing differently is I'm not twisting it. I'm not even finger to tingling, no finger combing. I literally wet it and then I shake it out and I leave it alone. I might put it up with some bobby pins or I might just wear the little fro. And I'm probably gonna wear the fro more so it won't have too much tension. And it's locking from the root and thick, and it's gonna be, I think, the Nazis that I love, but I had to get here. So, and my man is locking beard and, whole Ross thing. And so we have, but his look like his locks are gonna come out smaller, because I remember he saying he sort of like this look though. I'm locking. I'm locking by just leaving it alone. That's the way I grew it before, but I grew it much from less hair. And I'll leave it alone more. But right now, I bobby pin it up. It's not much pressure. Before, when I was tying it, my ends is like Curry 55, and you need your multivitamins, Lisa Marie. So anyway, that's why I'm creating my homes, because I don't want to go like I've been up there and I'm like worn out, but I had a great time. But a woman got to have a home. She got to have a mirror, okay? A woman has to have a freaking mirror, okay? And a place to sit in front of it. A stool and a mirror. Oh, that's not too much to ask for. So I don't have that up there. She also has to have a space that she does not share with her husband or the children. Everybody should have it. Call it a little summer hut, they call it here. She shed, or yeah, you can call it anything. You can call it whatever you want. I called it the Mantua or hut, the goddess hut. You gotta have that, because you gotta be able to go outside the house. And maybe they might be playing music, you don't feel like listening to it that day. They talking to their guy friends, and their guy friends even at the house. You don't even want to be up in there. Or you just want some peace and quiet. You just want to be with the ancestors. You might have your girls over. They don't need to come up in your house. And you know what I mean? They can come up in the goddess house. It's going to be better for them too, because they get an experience. And you guys shelter from the rain. And yeah. So it's very important for a woman to have her own place, even if you're married. Just like a space, especially if you got a little land, you can build a little something for you. I don't know why the men need their stuff too, because they need to play their music whenever they play it. So I always get like these super duper music lovers. I love music too, but they even love it more. And so you should always have another space, not outside. Don't do that. Not no other apartment like your man don't. No, I'm talking about in the space. Like, how people are talking about the man cave, which is great. I think it's very necessary. I would like them to have a man cave, because that's the cave where you can put all that stuff on a decor level that you don't want none all that stuff that man be having, and you don't want nobody to see that shit because it ruins your decor. Give them a cave, honey. Give them a cave and put all that stuff down there with them, because it make them happy. It could be their sneakers, their sportswear, stuff that don't, hey. Take it down to the cave, If you're older, like, me, you might have to buy that collect records, but they ain't looking, unless you could put them over the decor, which records you could, but then they need their own space too, So I really believe in that. I believe you should have spaces in spaces. If you don't believe it, it's okay. It's just my opinion. Hey, Misha, how are you? I know, oh my God, I'm just talking to only one person. I felt like 1,000 people were here, but I can see y'all. Happy Sunday. Yeah, so I'm learning that, you need spaces. If they want to lay around and you don't want to really see them laying around, or you want to lay around and you don't want nobody bothering you, you should create a hut. So not only will it be the bamboo house, which is the small one that I can later on have guests or others stay in, but it's also going to be, and in the original house, it's going to be a hut. It's going to be called the bamboo hut or the goddess hut. It's going to be made of bamboo, so it's going to be called the goddess hut, the bamboo hut or the goddess hut, and it's going to be that space. It's going to be amazing. It's going to have a full kitchen in it though, because I want to be able to do, like I was telling Afrocentric Home Design, I want to be able to do, what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to do a lot. I want to be able to do demonstrations, food demonstrations. So I'm going to make it to the islands in there. Still gonna be rounded, but it's gonna be super fly. I can go in there and make up recipes. That could be like my raw food haven or place where I play with my herbs and make herbal remedies and spices for my foods. And like, that's the life I want. And it's Virgo time. If there's ever a time to talk about what you want to do and see it, this is the best time. Do it, use it. That's what our next intensive is, how to use not just the equinox or the different seasons and those things that it carries, or the moon phases like the new moon rituals or full moon, but even astrologically, how to really utilize the time of Virgo. You don't have to be one to feel the vibration of it. You will all feel it, and how to utilize it. And also just how to talk about different aspects of your chart. And like I said, this first one, we gotta start with love. We gotta start with how we relate so we can understand ourselves. So we might be really great, have a great product, or have a great personality or whatever, but we're not getting that job, and we're trying to wonder why. Maybe we're not meshing. We don't know who we are, and how, or we don't even know how to use the time to explore all the different parts of us. And astrology allows you to help you to do that. So, but we're using that, but it's still about using the time as a divine feminine essence. I feel like every time you connect to the stars, even though I actually feel like masculine energy connects to the stars in some way, different even than feminine energy. It's because those things can be father, mother, and there's a oneness, and how you, it's just how you receive it. So I feel like, the stars are very warm, very nurturing, very loving. I like that during the time you were born, there was something that was taking place. And something people say on some scientific level, or I would rather say on a spiritual level. Anything that, if you're talking about your intuition, then you got to talk about what governs that, the ways that intuition speaks to you. That's what we were learning. And we will continue intuition, but we're using the stars as a guide. And also, just like I said, how to use every astrological sign. But right now, we're going to use this Virgo. And if you have Virgo on your chart, you're going to feel it. I am not an astrologist. I'm going to have one on. Somebody who is actually studying too, but very well versed in it. And I like how she uses it. So we have a special guest, $77, 21 days. It's the bomb. And it's where I'm going to be. Because I'm closing the shop down in a sense for a lot of the stuff. Everything's selling only in the bulk. And come to the live classes. Thursday lives are going to be in the morning, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard. And then our 21-day courses are after that, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, all U.S. time. And if you just want to donate, PayPal link or CashApp, just because you're feeling it. Or you can super chat here as well. Whatever it is, but no matter what, I'm going to keep coming to you. I got a new life, y'all. I'm going to be in the mountains. You're going to be there with me. Our home decor is going to kind of be outdoor decor. Oh my God. Oh, making my own garden. I've always used to have this meditation, visualization. I like to call them fantasies. And I can tell you this all of this when I was in the South, living in North Carolina. But after 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the tub, and it was this garden party. It was two things that I was going to get married in my own garden, and it was going to be everybody, and then also me and sisters, whether we do it during our retreats with the sisters, but really straight up have a straight up garden party with the long tables, or even smaller tables. It was a big garden party, just the sisters, sometimes couple garden parties, but in the garden with the birds and the bees, and the sitting and the chairs, and of course it's going to be Afrocentric decked out, decor on it. Yes, I want that. Local drinks, local spirits, natural foods, local everything. Oh my God, that is how we're gonna, and our retreats are gonna be to be in the garden. So, so I know my garden parties. Thank you for the thumbs up. 25 people, 70 thumbs up. This is great. Let me get some water, ladies. It's like I'm smelling roses. Where are they coming from? It smells good. I know. I talked about garden parties. I swear I smell a gush of flowers that smell like roses. Could just be spiritual. Almost like it's going now. It was very cool. Very cool. Cause I was in it. I was in it. I was in it. You saw me. I was in it, wasn't I? I was like, at the bottom. Oh yeah, honey. We have our garden parties and sisters talking, exchanging ideas. Come travel. Come to the retreats. Y'all know you like to travel. You know you want to be around interesting people, good conversation. That's me. I'm a home girl. Like, I'm a homebody and a home girl. And I mean, it can be men at the table too. There's gonna be those times. Just getting to know people, just enjoying your life and getting different perspectives and meeting us around the world. Like I'm a traveler too. Like that's like something I gotta remember. That's why I love going up there. That's a trip. It's like take 5 hours to get up there, staying at a hotel. How am I not unhappy about this? And you're doing something that's going to create something else. It's the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever. So I hope you support me, and I thank you always for your support. I love you, ladies. So thank you for being here Sunday, Friday morning. Thank you for, I don't see any, I see a comment from Mishiana. Thank you so much for commenting, and for those that are watching later, um, have a beautiful, wonderful day. Yeah, I got my new setup. I moved my chairs over here, and you probably saw my real fans. My real fans, I want to play it. My fans like some real fans. They know who I am, and I should take off these terrible looking shoes. This is my new setup. I can sit here, or I can sit there. I love it. I love it. It gives me a little more. I get the little outdoor. Look outside, I can daydream. Hey, love it. Love my Afrocentricity. Love my cheers and says so. Please tune into, if you want a little more of this morning session, tune into my Afrocentric home design. I did a whole video on there. Some of the stuff I said, some I didn't. You should check it out. And you get to see the little changes that I've made. And yeah, like this is my home, and if you need it to be your home, it's a very beautiful home. And I don't know, I came back this time, I was just like, this is a blessing. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. It's never like bad to come home. We just create homes everywhere we go. All right, ladies, I love you. And I will see you in the next video. Peace and blessings.